Coach. Thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete here.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second. They did not accept that after the incompletion. What? Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
There you go, 368. Move. 368.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. First chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. So Dalton now. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
5-0. Over here. Yes. There you go. 368.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. To Mixon on the check down. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Stays on his feet. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Now, Barney, Barney.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. on second down. Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Over! Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. I'm here all day. Detroit!
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Bengals grab it. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Over here. You're good. Check. Yeah, hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's push the back right here. Move. Nice. 368.
Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. He's going to air one out. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, go, 368. 2 by 2. Move.
Dalton here from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Gone!
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Detroit!
To throw is Jackson. To throw from his end zone. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Forced out to his left. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You may also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Dalton now to pass. And able to find Green. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here you go, 368. Heavy. 368! 368!
So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Dalton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
368! 368! Move!
From the gun, Dalton dumps it off to Mixon. Nifty move. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
368!
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Gun!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go on the ground. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Move. Side.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Side. There you go, 368.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. Steps, pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
368. Hey.
Dalton. And caught right side, Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
368. Hey. 368. 368. There you go, 368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Andy Dalton now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Dalton. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. offensive playbook just opens up. And now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
368!
Third down from the gun, Dalton. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
368! They go 368! They go 368!
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Nice move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. Buying time to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Yeah, that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. To throw from his end zone, Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
There you go, 368. Go. We're good. There you go, 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Play action here with Dalton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Kelvin Benjamin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Jackson on first down. Being chased out left. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 27, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Andy Dalton under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
4 down, 4 down. Check. 4 down, 4 down.
Here you go, 368. There's a hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Flush to his right. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. Space to run past the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And his throw is incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
368! Five. There you go, 368! Hey.
Here's Dalton. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bengals have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson throwing again. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Gun!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah,
you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Move!
They toss to Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Bengals, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head home.